Yep, I understand that. But why is your constable trying to open my van doors as well? What for? What lawful reason did your another constable try and open the constable? Hello there. No, the door's locked, mate. Why are you trying to open the door, constable?
Sorry?
Can you give me a name and number, please? Right, I've got your number. Why are you trying to open the door?
I hope you don't intend to put that on YouTube.
It's nothing to do with whether I do or not.
Why?
Because I'm lawfully allowed to.
Are you?
This man stopped me for being overweight. You can clearly see I'm not overweight. It's an absolute fallacy. So we can get his bit over and done with, and then everyone will be happy.
Okay.
Right, fair enough then, constable. Thank you very much. No problem whatsoever. No problem whatsoever, constable.
Okay.
There's no malice or injustice towards you today.
My colleague got your driving licence?
No, he has not.
Has he requested your driving licence?
He said, and I asked him, am I obliged to give my details until he's done his bit? And he walked off. He didn't say anything else.
You are obliged to do that. So if an officer requests your driving licence,
and if I haven't got it on me, what happens?
Obliged to do so.
And if I do not have it with me?
If you haven't, then you're required to give us your name and address.
At the beginning, everything seems calm. There's no shouting or conflict, just a man sitting in his van while a police officer starts asking a few questions. But the driver's behavior quickly stands out. He appears confident, focused, and ready for the conversation. He's already recording the interaction, suggesting he's familiar with situations like this and wants to document what happens. It's clear this isn't a new experience for him, and the discussion is about to begin with one simple question that sets everything in motion.
Your date of birth.
I don't have to give my date of birth, constable.
Yes,
under what law?
You do not produce your driving licence.
Under what law?
You are obliged
under
to
what law,
give,
constable?
Under the Road Traffic Act.
That's an act, constable, not law.
Under the Road
That's an
Traffic
act, constable.
Act,
That's an act.
You are obliged to
That's
give
an act,
your
constable. It's an act.
Address if you cannot produce your driving
It's an
licence.
act, constable. It's an act, not law. Please
It's the law
distinguish
of this
it.
country.
No, it's not law of the country,
the law
constable.
of
It's an
this
act
country.
made by Parliament. It's not
Right.
law.
If you don't do so,
It's not law.
If you do not do so,
It's not law.
Just let me finish. If you do not do so, the officer may arrest you.
Under what law? Under what law?
He may arrest
Under
you.
what law?
I'm just telling you.
Under what law, though, constable?
I'm just telling you.
Please explain under what law.
I'm just telling you what will happen.
Well, I'm telling you to please listen to me and answer the question.
Leave
Under
your
what law?
vehicle, put your front wheels onto the weighing plate.
Do not demand I do anything, constable. There's nothing taking place
Put
here.
your wheels onto the weighing plate.
Is that a demand or a request? He just told me to stop here, constable.
This is where the conversation becomes especially interesting. The driver raises a question about the difference between an act of Parliament and the law. While many people would simply hand over their license without asking anything, he chooses to calmly repeat his question instead. Throughout the exchange, he remains polite and composed, while the officer does not provide a direct explanation to address his point. When someone stays respectful while firmly asking for clarification, it often reveals how both sides approach the discussion. The conversation continues from there.
Constable.
Is there any reason why you don't want to go across this thing?
He didn't say. You told me to stop here.
Okay.
No, I've just told him that you've told me to stop here.
All right.
So
I want to get you on your way.
Where do I need to stop on this weighbridge?
I want to get you on your way.
Yeah, I understand that,
I'm
constable.
aware I've kept you here for quite a long time.
Yeah.
The people that I needed to open the door for me didn't get here as quickly as I hoped. So
Yeah,
all
I
want you to
understand that.
do
But why is your
is
constable
drive-
trying to open my van doors as well? What
Sorry?
for? What lawful reason did your another constable trying to open my door?
I didn't see that, so I was inside.
Well,
the
it's on
building.
film, so I've got it
Okay,
on
that's
film. I've got
fine.
his number.
Now that I'm here.
Where do you want me to stop
Now
on this
that I'm
weighbridge?
here,
Yeah, I fully
will
understand.
you do what I ask you?
I am. I've been
I want to
compliant.
get you on your way.
Yeah, thank you very
What
much.
I want you to do
Yeah.
is to turn your engine on, drive your front wheels onto that yellow plate and stop.
Right. Can you tell me where the yellow
Okay.
plate is then, please?
Okay, you can't drive with that in your hand.
No, I know. That's another reason you'll try and collar me for it.
This is an important moment in the interaction. A second officer quietly checks the van's door handle without first explaining what they are doing. The driver notices it immediately and calmly asks about it without raising his voice or becoming confrontational. His awareness and composed response stand out, especially in a stressful situation. If an officer attempts to access a vehicle, calmly asking for an explanation is a reasonable way to understand what is happening. From this point on, the conversation continues to develop.
When it says go again, can you just move forward another metre or two, please, to get yourself off the weighbridge? You need to move forward, sir.
Now?
Yes, please.
Rightio then,
Can you put
constable.
your phone down and drive it?
I'm not driving. The car wasn't started.
Stop, sir. You've weighed in at 2,840. I need to see the weighing certificate on the side of your car. Is that all right?
You know this van don't do it. I've got the MOT in here somewhere, so I'll give you that.
I need to know your weights.
I'll give you the MOT. That says it on it.
MOT, what are the weights on it?
Right, no, constable. I'm not
I need
overweight.
to see your weight.
I'm not
I need
overweight.
to know if you've committed an offence or not. And
I'm
I
not
have to keep you here long
overweight.
enough to make sure you haven't.
I've not
so
been
if
over.
You can let me see the weight on
Yeah,
your
so
door,
you can gain access to the vehicle while I'm in here, Constable. That's all it's to do
You
with.
can let me open the door.
Am I overweight?
Without checking your plate, how can I tell?
Am I overweight?
I need to see your weight on your vehicle to know what
Right.
you're allowed. I can't make it up.
I've got the logbook here.
It won't be on your logbook.
It will. The van weight's on the logbook.
Okay. May I look at that then?
The van weight's on the logbook.
Alright.
Now I'm going to have a look first though, Constable. It's exactly the weight on here. Exactly
So
the weight.
it's all a bit unnecessary.
No, Constable.
Why is that?
It's unnecessary. You saying I'm overweight when you think I'm overweight.
I form an opinion.
No.
I
Don't
have
even
to
start
form an
that one
opinion
now.
to
No,
do something.
no.
I thought you were speeding. I have to form that opinion.
Revenue weight, gross weight, 3,500 kilograms.
But I need to know what your axles are.
3,500 kilograms is what I'm
the weight.
allowed.
That's the vehicle.
No, Constable.
I need to know what each individual axle is. It weighs in
Well,
each
you best
individual
go and
axle.
can you go and check up on your database, then, please?
No, I haven't got access. It's on your van.
Can you go and check up on
It's
your
on your
database,
van.
Constable?
I'm going to have to keep you here for an indefinite period then until you let me look at your van.
Well, that's as may be, Constable, but it's on the
Okay.
logbook and it says I'm
Why are
3,000.
you being so unreasonable?
Because you're pulling me for something that hasn't happened, Constable. Blatantly hasn't happened.
Okay. How can I establish that without bringing you to somewhere like this?
Because you should already have this on your bits, Constable, whether you
No.
know whether people are or
No.
not.
Would you let me see the plate on your van?
At this stage, the driver brings out the logbook, showing that the vehicle's gross weight is clearly listed. His point is simple. The information the officer is asking about is already available. Even so, the officer continues requesting access to the vehicle. As the discussion goes on, you can sense the growing frustration, but the driver stays calm, sticks to the facts, and avoids turning the conversation into an argument. His patience and steady approach stand out as the interaction continues.
That will sort it out within 10 seconds and then you can go.
I don't trust you, Constable.
You don't what?
I don't trust none of your corporation, Constable.
You don't trust me?
No.
Why is that? What have I done to make you distrust me?
Well, several things what are going on the recent in the papers and everything else.
Have
on
you
the
ever
news.
Met me before?
It's nothing to do with that.
Have I ever met you before?
It's the name of
So
the
why should I
corporation.
treat you any different to anybody
It's the
else?
name of the corporation, Constable. I'm sorry.
Sorry?
It's not my fault. The name of the corporation has took a bad name.
I don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
Your corporation has took a bad name for
What's my
making
corporation?
the police making up
There's
things.
lots of different police forces in this country.
I fully accept that, and they're all governed by the
There's
same
the
people.
Metropolitan Police.
Yeah,
There's
and all-
Cambridge Constabulary.
Yeah, exactly,
There's
Constable.
all sorts of Scotland Police. The Welsh have police. There's 42 different police forces in this country.
I'm not overweight. It's shown on there. I'm not overweight,
I need to
Constable.
know your axles.
No, it needs to know the weight of the whole thing.
Some axle weights.
It's
I
giving
need
the
to
weight of the
know-
whole thing. We'll weigh the whole van then.
I've just weighed your front axle.
Right.
I've weighed your rear axle.
Right.
Together is your overall weight.
Right.
But then each axle has a restriction on how much it can carry. And I need to know if the weights that it's told me are in excess of the weights that you're allowed to carry on each axle. Because if you're over on just your front axle, I can give you a fine. If you're overweight on your back axle, I can give you a fine. If you're overweight on everything, I can give you a fine. You're okay on your overall weight. So
Right.
that's not a problem. So there's no penalty. Because it's 2,800 something, so you're fine. I just want to check to make sure that your axles are also underweight. If they are, you can drive away. But I can't suddenly determine that information. It is literally inside your door.
Yeah,
on a
inside the door.
sticker.
Inside the door, Constable.
Well, will you let me look at it?
I'm not obliged to let you in my vehicle, Constable, when you can do this
Okay.
right now.
One short statement changes the direction of the entire conversation. The driver openly says that he does not trust the organization the officers represent, making it clear that his concerns come from his own experiences and beliefs. Even though the comment is direct, the officer remains calm and continues listening instead of responding with anger. The driver then explains why he does not want to open the vehicle door, sharing the reasons behind his hesitation. A short time later, he also describes why the presence of armed officers makes him feel uncomfortable. His explanation adds important context to his actions and changes the way the interaction is viewed. As the encounter continues, new details emerge that make the situation appear far less straightforward than it first seemed.
Sorry?
You can do this from there.
From where?
You know whether the whole van, if that back axle overweighs, it would weigh total. It doesn't not. It's not the axle. It's what's in on top of the axle.
But each axle has a restriction.
Whatever
on
is
its
sitting
weight.
on the back of that top axle
Right.
would overweigh that bridge if it was overweight in total. Absolute guaranteed.
But
I
each
understand how
axle-
weight bridges work.
Each axles can be different weights.
Right.
You're very light on your front.
Right. So that's perfectly all right. So there's nothing wrong with the front. So now
You're heavy on your back.
No,
so
I'm
I need
not.
to know what it is on the back.
It's not over on the back. It's just proved it on there.
Sorry, it doesn't.
It just proved it. It just showed you the weight.
Yeah, but it doesn't tell me what you are.
Constable, if I put 10 tonne of weight on your shoulders, your body and the 10 tonne weigh. It's not just the axle. Please do not test my intelligence. Whatever's in the back will push down on the axle and
I
show
do
an axle
understand
weight.
that. I know the laws of physics.
Right, so exactly. So why can't you laws
But
of physics on there?
I still need to know.
No, you still need to
what
gain access
the
to my
weights
vehicle.
are.
That's what you're trying to gain access to.
I'm not trying to gain access. I'm just trying to get some information which will get you out of here faster than you realise.
Nothing to
And
do
you're
with
just
getting
being
out of it. I'll sit here all day
awkward.
because I'm not being awkward, Constable.
Why is it not being awkward?
I'm telling you that it is fact that whatever weighs on top of this van, on top of the axle, is obviously the weight in the back. And there's no weight in the back. There's a couple of push bikes and some
Why
tools,
won't
so I
you
know
let
it's
me
not
look at
overweight.
some numbers on a police.
Because I know it's not overweight. I know it's not overweight.
How do I know that?
I know it's not overweight.
What you
Beca-
know and what I know, maybe.
Because I know what's in the back of my van, and I know it cannot possibly make it overweight. Otherwise, the van is too big for the axle.
Then what are you worried about?
I'm not worried about it. Why
So
must
why can't I look at it?
why are you saying I'm worried?
Sorry.
Why are you saying I'm worried?
Well,
I'm not
you
worried.
can't allow me access to the van. What do you think I'm going to do when I open the door? Attack you or something?
I don't trust you. I don't trust
You don't trust me.
No.
What have I done to make you
Nothing
feel
what you do, Constable.
threatened?
It's the corporation.
What have I
People
done?
get maimed
What have
and
I
die
done to
in the
make
name
you
of that
feel
police
threatened?
name. People have been maimed and died, several in the last year,
Right.
under that name. So I'm staying this side of the door. You're all armed with weaponry.
I'll tell you what I'll do.
You're all armed with
I'll tell you what I
weaponry.
will do. I'll tell you what I'll do.
You're all armed
to
with
make it
weaponry.
easy for yourself.
You've got weaponry about your person.
What I'll
that
do,
can be used
what-
at will,
Give me
Constable.
a chance to talk.
Don't
What I'll
clench
do
your
to
fist
make
at
it
me.
easy for you is I'll go over there. You have a look. You write it down. I'll even give you my pen.
No, it doesn't
You
matter,
write it down
Constable.
for me, and then I will come
The minute
nowhere
I
near
open this
you.
door, you'll be rifling through everything.
You
You'll be
hold
doing.
my
No,
pen.
I don't trust you,
Use your
Constable.
own pen. Write it down for me.
I don't trust you, Constable.
Sorry?
I don't trust you. Not at all. Sorry.
I'll go over there.
It's
and
nothing
you
to
write
do
them
with where
down.
you go, Constable. Look how many people have turned
Okay.
up. Look
Sorry?
how many people have turned up.
All right.
What's all this in aid of?
They want to wear that vehicle that's behind you.
Oh, do they?
This is one of the most significant moments in the encounter. The driver explains that he prefers to remain behind the vehicle door because the officers are armed, and he shares that this is based on his personal concerns. He speaks in a calm, steady voice without raising it or becoming confrontational, which makes his point clear. The officer also remains composed, choosing to listen rather than escalate or dismiss what is being said. That mutual restraint helps keep the conversation under control, even though the tension between them is still clearly present.
You can't because you're refusing to give me the information that I need.
It's nothing to do with the information. I've given you the logbook to
But
show
that
you.
just gives-
You're holding up another member of the public.
That just gives me the gross
who's a
vehicle weight.
courier,
Right.
who's trying to do his job of work.
And what do you think
You're
I'm doing?
holding
Going
up-
about my
you're
business,
holding up.
Constable. You're holding
Because
me
you're
up.
refusing
I'm
to
not
cooperate
refusing.
with this officer. You are holding him up.
I'm not refusing, Constable.
You're refusing to cooperate.
No, I'm not refusing to.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not, Constable. You're making that accusation.
You're
No one's
refusing
refusing.
to cooperate. It's as simple as that.
No one's refusing.
Yes, you are.
No one's refusing, Constable.
You're refusing to cooperate.
Can you give me your word that the only thing you want to get in this vehicle for is to look at that plate?
Officer flipping lootly.
Right, well, I'll get out then.
Why would I want to do anything different?
Because your corporation live on corruption. I'm sorry, Constable. That's the way it works. Right, so where's this super plate then? It isn't
Normally
there.
on here. If it's
It
not
isn't
on
there.
this side,
So
it'll
it
be on
isn't.
that side.
No, you're not going to. No, don't even go there. No, he told me it was definitely there.
Well, it depends on the make and the model.
Well, no, what you don't notice is as traffic police. You don't notice as traffic police. Right, how about we just look in the back and you know it's not overweight. You're just absolutely making this up as you go along. Constable, would someone like to check the back, please? They are.
You undo
That-
the bonnet, please. and
No,
then have a look.
Constable, I want someone to look in the back of this vehicle.
This is one of the most significant moments in the encounter. The driver explains that he prefers to remain behind the vehicle door because the officers are armed, and he shares that this is based on his personal concerns. He speaks in a calm, steady voice without raising it or becoming confrontational, which makes his point clear. The officer also remains composed, choosing to listen rather than escalate or dismiss what is being said. That mutual restraint helps keep the conversation under control, even though the tension between them is still clearly present.
You've made an accusation I'm overweight. Look in the back of the vehicle. Look, the van can't weigh more than the axle needs. Please look in the back. Please look in the back of the vehicle first to prove my point. There is nothing in there other than the bikes I'm taking to St Neots auction, and there you go. That cannot be overweight, Constable. It's an absolute fallacy. Absolute fallacy. You pulled me on the accusation I was overweight.
Would I be allowed to look under the
You
bonnet?
pulled me on the allegation I was overweight, and it's an absolute fallacy.
Would I be able to look under the bonnet?
Absolute fallacy.
Can I ask you a question?
I'm going to open the bonnet for you. Absolute fallacy though, Constable. You know it is. You know it is. Full stop.
This part of the conversation stands out because the driver asks the officer for a personal assurance. He's not asking for paperwork or starting a legal debate. He simply wants confirmation that entering the vehicle would be limited to checking the information being requested. It's a surprisingly human moment in the middle of a formal interaction. The officer is unable to give the kind of reassurance the driver's looking for, so the driver's concerns remain. From there, the encounter takes another unexpected turn.
Let me just go and check what it says on the printout.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry about this, bud. Yeah, so have I. I'm going to be going to work. Yeah, mate.
What are you doing there? Just let them sort your van out.
Pull me for being overweight. I'm not overweight. You can see I'm not overweight. It's on the thing.
Let them sort it out then.
Well, I'm letting them sort it out. It's nothing to do with you. You're a member of the public.
I've checked the weights and you're within the limits that are allowed.
Right, thank you,
Okay?
Constable.
I appreciate you coming in for me. It's very difficult when you're driving alongside another vehicle to make an absolute perfect guess as to when something's over or underweight. So that's why we ask people to come here.
I know, I fully appreciate it, Constable. I'm not being unreasonable.
I
I'm just...
appreciate you coming here.
I've
I
had-
know I've delayed you, and that's the last thing I intended to do.
This is the moment that changes the entire interaction. The driver voluntarily opens the back of the van, revealing exactly what he had described from the beginning. Nothing more than bicycles being transported for auction. His explanation turns out to match what the officers find. Throughout the encounter, he calmly repeats his position, without raising his voice or losing his composure. That steady confidence stands out, especially after such a long discussion. With the situation now much clearer, the focus shifts to how the officers respond to what they have just seen.
Now that I know that you are okay, hopefully, if I see you on the road again, and your van looks as it does today,
I'm taking it to an MOT station to have it checked out. Because there's obviously just reason why you think it looked overweight.
When I drove alongside, you were in lane 2, I think, I was in lane 4. When I was out there looking across, we look at the springs, which are at the back of your vehicle,
Right, yeah.
to support the weight. And when I looked at yours, we generally look for like a smiley
Yeah,
sort of spring.
I understand that.
And when I
did
looked at
mechanics when I
yours,
left
they
school.
looked fairly compressed. That's what made me think, maybe he's possibly
I
got
fully
a bit too
appreciate
much
that.
in the back. If you'd have let me look in the back, right at the very, very start, I may have been able to go, my gosh, he's got half a dozen bikes in there.
Right, well you looked in the back before you went back and checked, but you still went back and checked to make sure I was in the legal limit.
The only time I've looked in your van is when you just opened
Yeah, and then you still went back there to check it out.
But then,
knowing full
now
well.
that I needed now I've got the numbers, I can't remember what the numbers were.
Well, that's all right
So
then,
I had to go
Constable.
back and check them.
Yeah, it's all right. Well, I just think this is a bit over the top. I've had a lot of bad
fine,
press
then.
in Cambridge
Do you need
Police.
my details?
No, it's all right. I've got everyone's numbers. I'm going. I'm going.
Please don't.
I'm going.
All right, sir. You
Yeah.
can drive off now.
Right, thank you very much,
Thanks for
Constable.
stopping.
Yeah, no worries.